Welcome back to more Tenchu Time of the Assassins. It's time to finish Ayame's campaign. This briefing is just talking about how Ayame saved Goda from Crisis. She learned the whereabouts of Rikimaru. I do not remember that from last cutscene, but okay. It would have been nice for the developers to put that in there. And she's worried about what Onikage's plotting, and she's worried she might be playing into his hands. We will have to continue on to find out. Just to let you know, we will be going with 2 different recordings for this mission. We will be going with the boss fight from my first attempt, as well as I will be showing off the item that we unlock for getting Grandmaster. And the rest of the mission we will be going with my second attempt. I had a much better idea of where to go, which made editing a lot easier. I will also be showing the results from this attempt, both of which I got Grandmasters. Rikimaru, hang on. I'm coming. It is interesting to me that a lot of the items that you unlock for getting Grandmaster in this game are items that you unlock without needing that requirement in other games. It's a little bit different. There's an item over there. Be sure to pick that up. That's the main reason you want to take that dude out, so you can pick up that item. Since I have played this level a couple of times, I have a much better idea of where to go. I'm not sure if this is the most direct path to where we need to go. It probably isn't. But it's still a fairly direct path. Be sure to duck right away and roll away. Because there's a dude around here. And I'm hoping he doesn't see me. Loot the body. I'm really hoping this dude doesn't come over here. Close enough to see the body. Fortunately, he didn't. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. I would have actually left this guy alone had he not spotted me on the previous attempt. But he did, so he had to die. Them's the rules. There are a lot of dudes you can kill in this level. And the music is also taken from the cave created mission in Tenchu 2. At times it's actually not too bad. Sometimes it's not great, but for the most part it's alright. At least it has a dark sound to it. I made the mistake of save stating here. You don't want to do that. The guy that I'm waiting to kill came around that corner. So that's why I had to move back real quickly. Come on, dude. I'm trying to get to him before he sees the body. I don't think we've ever seen in this playthrough consequences for not dragging bodies. That is something you can do in this game, but I've never needed to do it. At times I actually don't mind enemies spotting bodies because usually that puts them in a position where I can stab them later. Not always, but sometimes. I wasn't really sure where to go next, but fortunately it was just right through here. There are a couple of dudes we're going to kill. I'm doing this mostly for points, in case I do get spotted. And then I try to loot this body and it just gives me a stupid spear, which I did not want. So I had to chuck 2 of them. I'm not sure if you can throw those at enemies or not. I would hope so. I'm trying to be a little bit careful because there is a dude over here. There's a lot of territory in this level that you can explore if you want to cover everything. There's a lot of twists and turns. It seems like a lot of it connects. So I would imagine you can't really get too lost. I felt like I got pretty lost my first attempt at this mission. But I always ended up back at some point that I recognized. It would take me a while to get there sometimes, but I would end up there. This would have been better music for a cave area. Get over here real quick whenever you see that the enemy is moving away. You can tell that by the counter at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. I didn't describe all the on-screen indicators because I assume if you're watching this, you're familiar with Tenchu. I suppose that could be a wrong assumption on my part. I would recommend, if you are not familiar with the Tenchu series, don't necessarily judge the series based on this game. Check out Wrath of Heaven. That is generally considered the best Tenchu game. My personal favorite is the first one, Stealth Assassins. But on a technical level, Wrath of Heaven probably is the best. Certainly the best looking. Speaking of looking, that is something you will never do again! Another dude that's just pacing around an empty room. You would think they could have him sitting down drinking some sake or something. Ah well, what are you gonna do? I do highly recommend the series, even though you'll probably have to emulate it. Which there's nothing wrong with that. I like using save states. It makes these games a lot more fun to play. Assuming all my ROMs work, I may not play Tenchu on a console ever again. I did actually look at purchasing the PSP copy of this game, just to have it for my collection. You saw nothing. But every copy was very expensive. Not as bad as some games, but I'm still not paying $50 for this. This game looks like it cost about $50 to make. So I would definitely not pay that for this. It is something I do enjoy, owning copies of the games that I play. Ayame. What? Ayame. Looking good, gorgeous. Tetsumaru? In the flesh. Back from the dead again. Second time in this game. Again? Why are you back? Seriously, dude, it's getting old. You're just as bad as Onikage. Oh yeah, boss fight time. Piss off you get. Smoke bombs really make these boss fights go a lot easier. Unfortunately, I don't have nearly enough as Ayame. They really are a good equalizer and help to counter the bad combat of this game. But sadly, we don't have any, so we just have to keep on slashing. That's what you get! Defeated again! Why do I keep coming back? That's what I keep asking. Why is this happening? Let me guess, it's Onikage, isn't it? Rikimaru? Is it really you? What are you doing here? And you're wounded. Just now, Tetsumaru was here. Ayame. The mind's eye inward shall show the true path. Ah, my head! Ayame, why are you here? I was fighting Onekage. Ah, so that's what those words meant. They were for a spell that was put on you and me. To make us kill each other. Onekage, it's payback time! In case anybody's wondering why that dialogue doesn't sync up with my reading, that's because, due to my bad eyesight, I can't just let the video play and read it. Or I would. Well, there you go. The penultimate mission of this game for Ayame. Done. Grandmaster, there's the item you get for completing that on a Grandmaster ranking. Let's go ahead and finish this. This briefing talks about how Ayame was put under a spell, thought Rikimaru was Tetsumaru, wounded him. It says mortally wounded, but he's not dead, so I think these writers don't really understand that term very well. She's going through a ton of emotions, anger, guilt. She's feeling weak because she fell under that spell, and now she's out for blood. Oh yeah! Ayame is always out for blood. That seems to be one of only two things that she's into. Killing people, and her affection for Princess Kiku. To be fair, everybody's got to have a thing, and she has two. Who's there? Show yourself! Onekage, damn it, where are you? Oh, this is just splendid. Where are you hiding? Face me, you coward! I'm waiting for you, Ayame. You and I have so much to talk about. Damn it, where did he go? What's this? A map. Well, if he's looking for a fight, then I'm glad to give him one. I'm not a big fan of how they handled Onekage, really in the series, but especially this game. He seems way too much like just some goofy asshole who likes to mess with these people every now and again. I guess he technically was that in the first game, but he seemed a lot more mysterious and evil. He still seems evil in these other games. Just a little too goofy. And yes, I am aware he was constantly dancing in the first game. And had a goofy voice actor. There we go. I think my favorite voice for him was either from the first game, which was kind of goofy, or as Susaku in the second game. He had a really cool voice in that game. And if you're looking to get into the Tenchu series, Tenchu 2 is a prequel and has the best story. So if story is important to you, then that's the game you'd want to check out. That's what you get for serving an asshole! That really says something, though. You have an asshole ruler, but it's their minions who pay the price. And they don't always have a choice in the matter. Take these people, for example. I don't know if they have a choice to serve Onekage or not. That was the only way I could find to take that guy out without being seen. This is one of the toughest missions that I've played so far in this game. Which makes sense, this being a final mission. This game has not been very challenging up to this point. So it's been a nice change having to actually figure out some strategies for dealing with some of these threats. I was really surprised there weren't more sections with multiple guards, where you have to plan your attack in order to stealth kill them. I did take a look at some videos of Tenchu Stealth Assassins, the first game, and yes, the draw distance is a lot better in that game. You could see a lot more in the environments than you can in this one. I picked another bad spot for a save state. That dude is going to come all the way over here, so we need to quickly get back over here. Now, talking about draw distance, this is a pretty bad level to talk about that, considering we can actually see a fair portion of the environment in this level. The wooded areas seem to be a little better for that than the others. Rice ball, do your thing! That's what you get! I really wanted a stealth kill animation, but I'll take it at this point. This guy took forever to figure out how to kill. Luckily, I didn't have to rely as much on luck as I did with the previous guy. If that looked pretty cool to double jump forward and kill him, that took a few tries. I say a few tries, probably less than 5, but still. That's what I was hoping for when I did that jump attack against that other guy. But we got at least one, so that's fine. I can't really complain too much. Oh, I finally figured out where this music comes from. It's from Wrath of Heaven, one of the encounters with Tenrai. Parts of it sound weird and creepy and like they belong in a boss fight with him. Other parts don't seem like it really fits. Then again, I cheesed him pretty well in Wrath of Heaven. Just putting down mines and letting him walk into them. Give me save states and I'll cheese that boss fight even more, probably. Turn around. Damn it. There we go. Eat blade. Now that she's gone, we will see if there are any other foes for us to stick our blades up the ass of. Spoiler alert, there will be. I came across something weird and disappointing the other day. It's actually a weird comparison. 2 videos in the same day. I was watching a video of this channel I've been subscribed to for probably 2 or 3 months. Pretty big channel. And the first thing this guy starts to do is complain about having 350,000 subscribers. He feels like he should have more. Talk about ungrateful. Fuck that guy. I unsubbed to him immediately. It's disappointing because he has some really good content. But if he's going to complain about that... Someone's there. And you'll never find out who. Haha! Then I came across another video from another channel I'm subscribed to, damn it, who has over 400,000 subscribers. And that guy wasn't monetizing his video and only putting links to charities for relief efforts for victims of these tornadoes that we had last week. I want to say they were in Kentucky mostly. That's what we think of tornadoes around here. Fuck you, tornadoes. Now, granted, I'm sure that channel, that YouTuber probably knew that anybody who wants to donate can find a way to do it. But still, it seemed like a nice gesture anyways. So it's a very big change from one person complaining about subscribers to another person not officially monetizing their video and only posting links to charities. I don't think anybody's ever heard me complain about my subscriber base. And I don't even have 1,000 subscribers after 10 years of doing this. But it's fine because I like doing this. It is my favorite pastime. Alright, here I am, Onokage, and I want answers. You have such a nice voice. It would sound much better if you put more anger into it. Shut up, I'm through with your riddles. Foolish girl. You think you stand a chance against me? Why not? I've defeated you every other time we fought. I did a little ad-libbing in there, but that's to be expected. Some of this dialogue is pretty poorly written. This boss fight does not go great. Oh god. That's about what you can expect from this boss fight. This took me a few tries. Things kept going wrong, and finally, I actually won at this one, so I just went with it. I wish I had some smoke bombs, because that would have made this fight easy as shit. And then he went down like a little bitch.
It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
You lost. Accept it.
Are you that upset at what I did to Rikimaru?
Shut up. I should have caught on to what you were planning sooner. Now I'm just making up for that mistake.
Oh, I think it's a bit more than that. Every fiber of your being is just bursting with your heart's lust for rage and hatred.
You really don't get it, do you? That's not going to work on me. There's no way you can play me. And you know why? Because I'm not like you. I almost feel pity for you, for what you are.
No fun. Really, no fun at all. Still, you win this time. I look forward to our next game, Ayame. And please, make sure that you put up a good fight.
Onikage! Damn it!
Ayame.
You're wounded. You should be resting.
If I hadn't gotten hurt, none of this would have happened.
Well, that's what you get for trying to be the hero, you know.
Suppose so.
Hey, I saw that smile. What, no smart little comeback this time?
Nope. Let's head home. The princess is waiting for you.
Kiku. Yeah, you're right. Let's head home.
That's it! Ayame's campaign of Tenchu Time of the Assassins down, and as we do at the end of all my playthroughs, victory sip! Despite all this game's problems, I still had a lot of fun with it. It's a fun game to play. And it was great to be back in the Tenchu universe again. That was weak having Ayame get owned a little bit at the end by Onokage. Although she did defeat him mentally at least. Ayame usually gets screwed when it comes to the endings of her campaigns. Rikimaru has to save her at the end of her campaign in Wrath of Heaven. Kind of weak sauce. Which sucks because Ayame is a really good character. We will come back to this game to play some of the other campaigns at a later time. Probably whenever one of my other projects is taking longer than I want it to. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time in either more of this game or whatever I do next.